Somebody wanted me to make another cooking video, so I guess that's what I'll do. I'm gonna make, I got this recipe offline on the internet, and I'll leave a link to it in the description. It's called Hearty Corn Chowder. Pretty easy to make. I've made several different types of corn chowder, and they're always pretty good. And I don't think I've made this one. I'm going to do it a little bit different than the instructions say, directions. And some of the ingredients I don't have, and some of the best ingredients I don't have, so I'm going to just kind of make do with what I got. But what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take about a quarter stick of butter, or is that a half stick? Might be a half stick of butter. It doesn't say to do this, but I looked at one recipe. It was for a grilled corn chowder. It looked really good. I'm not grilling, but I am going to just kind of put my corn in the pan and fry it up in this butter. And I ain't going to burn it, hopefully. I'm just going to try to, I don't know, maybe brown it a little bit, or at least fry it up a little bit and see what happens. See if I can get this butter to melt fairly quick. Turn that heat up and I'll turn it down in a minute. I had some, there's a place at, well, I forgot where it was at, but I'd eaten some corn chowder somewhere here in town, somewhere. Somebody had made, and I don't know what he put in his, but that was some of the best corn chowder I think I've ever ate. I don't know if he had chicken in it, or I just don't really know. Something different he had in it. Okay, that butter's starting to melt here. I'm going to use a 2-pound bag of frozen corn. It said to use about I think about 6 cups of corn, and this is about, I think it'll be about 6 cups of corn. Pretty sure. I don't really know if I can fry all that evenly in this pan though, but I'll give it a whirl and see what happens. I'll stir it around there and see what happens. I wanted to make this because I needed to use up some potatoes and some onions that I've kind of had for a while before they go bad. And seems like a lot of corn. Hope that pot's big enough. It said 16 ounces, 32 ounces. How many cups is in this thing? Let's check that out again. 10 times 2/3 of a cup. Well, that won't be too much. Should be about right. So, okay, I'm just going to kind of fry that corn, let that butter melt in there a little bit. Maybe some of them might get a little brown. Let me get that butter over here where we're going to get that pan melt up. I guess maybe it ain't cold enough for soup for a lot of people yet, but it don't matter to me. I eat soup in the summertime, wintertime, just because it's easy to make most of the time. I also got a couple of pieces of cornbread left over in there that I guess I'm going to eat with corn chowder, so I don't know. That's a lot of corn, but I'm going to finish that cornbread off too with this. Come on, melt, melt, melt. Please melt. I know what I'll do, but I need to make a little thing in the center there to put that butter in. There. Yeah. Put that butter melt in that center part now. Okay, I wrote my directions down here. Okay. After I kind of do this, next thing I'll be doing is I'll be putting some butter or olive oil. I might use a little bit of olive oil. And my onions. I've already got my onions cut up and my potatoes cut up. And I'm going to put the onions and potatoes and some garlic and some flour in this pan here. And I'll be setting this corn to the side once I get this corn done here. Some of the ingredients that I don't have bulb cloves, so I'm going to be using some minced cloves. And I didn't have half and half or heavy whipped cream. So instead of that, I'm going to be using, what do I have? Maybe just, evaporated milk. It said you could use that instead. I've got some condensed milk up there. But I don't know. I'm going to use the half and half and try that. Call for 1 cup of that. That's about a cup, I think. Maybe a little bit more than a cup, but I'm going to put it in there anyway. Then it calls for either water or chicken broth or both. I'm going to use a little bit of both. I've got 2 cans of chicken broth here. And I'll be adding about another cup of water to that. I think what I need to do is get this other burner going here. And let me get that other burner going. And get it nice and hot, then switch this pan to that one back there. So I can maybe start this other stuff. And I'll kind of put that on low or something, keep it warm or something, whatever. That butter's all melted in there now. Now this is frozen corn, so probably there's going to be a little bit of water in there. So I might let this cook for a little while. Get all that butter mixed in there with that. Ain't nothing better than buttered corn. Oh Lordy. Well, the only thing that'd be better is some roasted ears. That'd be the only thing better, I guess. Buttered roasted ears. Okay. I got that butter pretty well mixed up in there with that corn. That looks so good, I'd like to just take a bite of that corn right now, but I'm not going to. I could just eat this corn. Buttered corn be fine with me. But we'll make this corn chowder. I could take a little sample out, but no, I won't do it, I guess. It smells good though. Okay. I'm gonna set this back on the. I'm gonna turn this on low for a minute until I figure out what I'm doing here. I'm gonna set this back here. Whoa, it's burnt hot. Woo! Come on, cool down. I'm gonna put a lid on that corn. Let it just kind of. I'm gonna turn that heat down on that corn too. Maybe about 2. Okay. Now my big pot here, a big soup pot. This is 7 gallons, looks like. Looks like it's pretty clean. I've washed it. Okay, I got that on low right now, but I'm gonna add a little bit of olive oil. Just I think enough butter. I think. I don't know what olive oil would be like in it, but the only other kind of oil I got is some couple tablespoons of that. I've got some peanut oil, and I've got some avocado oil. So I'll use this olive oil. Okay, now it says to put the. I've never made this version before, so it says to add the onions. I've got to get my flour ready too while I'm doing this. Said to use 1 cup, 1/4 cup of flour. So let me get a 1/4 cup of flour. Yeah, I got a little bit more. About to get it. All right, I got my flour ready to go. Okay, so I guess this flour is going to make a little bit of a, maybe a roux. Is that how you say it? Roux? Roux? Okay. Okay, so it says to cook my onions for about 5 minutes. Got my onions chopped up, ready to go. They're sizzling. Okay, got the onions going. About 5 minutes. Let me set that timer. About 5 minutes. Oh, I guess medium heat. I don't know. I'll put it on medium. And then I'll be adding the garlic and that flour. And cook them for another minute, is what it says to do. If I need a little bit more oil in there. I don't know. Might be alright. got them on medium. Got about 4 minutes to cook this. Another thing that I won't be doing, which is probably make it a whole lot better, is using an immersion mixer or whatever. I don't have one to blend anything. I don't have one of those things to use, so I'm not going to blend it. But it says to blend all this a couple of times. In fact, I think one says to use the immersion thing, and then next time, a little later, it says to use blend it. So I'll be skipping all that, so it won't be near as good probably, or the right consistency probably, but because I think you want to take about, I don't know, half or about a third of the soup, including the, I guess, potatoes and onions and everything, and blend it all up. So I'm not going to do that, but I think this will still be pretty good. I've never done that before. My soup's always been pretty tasty. The onions are smelling really good. I'm going to turn that fan on here. Phew. It's going to get hot, a little steamy right here right now. Okay, so these onions, I don't know if I need a little bit more oil in there when I add that flour or not. Got a couple more minutes on the onions. There's what the onions look like. Can you see them? They're getting done. Alright. Okay. While that's doing that, I'm going to find my garlic. It says about 2 cloves of garlic, so I'm going to put about a half a teaspoon of this. It's supposed to equal 2 cloves, but I usually add a little bit more of this minced garlic. That's what I got there. I'll be adding some of that here in a minute. You know, this is starting to kind of brown a little bit, and I may add just a little bit more oil to this, I think, because I'm going to be adding that garlic and flour in here, and it's already starting to burn a little bit. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Ah, the onions are starting to brown really good. Yeah, that'll be good. Caramelize. Get them onions caramelizing. Yeah. Scrape all that stuff off the bottom, that brown stuff. Oh yeah. Okay, let's see. That's probably long enough. Okay. Now we're going to add the garlic. About 2 cloves, be about a half teaspoon. I'll add just a little bit more. Maybe just a little bit more. Alright. That's probably about 2 cloves of garlic. Ah, and that flour. I gotta add the flour. Whoa! Let me get that flour going on there. Okay, now just to stir this for about 1 minute. I guess that kind of coats everything. You know, when you make a roux, though, you want a little bit more liquid in there, don't you? I don't know. Let's cook it for 1 minute. I guess this isn't really a roux, but this is what the directions call for, so this is what I'm doing. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I gotta add the thyme. Oh, shoot. I'm taking this off the burner for a minute. I didn't have all my ingredients ready. I gotta have thyme and paprika. Okay. This may take me a minute to find my ingredients. There's my thyme. I think I've got some paprika in here. I hope I can find it quick enough. Oh, where is it? Should have had this ready. Cayenne pepper. Is this paprika? No. Marjoram. Oh gosh. Oh, where's my paprika? Well, if I don't find my paprika, we might have to do without the paprika. Nutmeg. Cloves. I know I've got some paprika. I've got to look a little bit longer for this paprika. Let's see what I can find here. Whew. Getting warm in here. I still got my burner on here. I'm cutting that burner down for just a minute here. Let's see. I thought I had some paprika. I got some chives. It does call for chives later. Got some chives, not fresh, but dried. Okay, let's see. I may not have no paprika. Chili powder. Well, where's my paprika? I could have sworn I had some paprika. Chopped allspice. That's not it. Well, I guess I'm going to be skipping that paprika. I thought I had some. So I'll just not be putting that paprika in. I'll probably find it later. It'll probably be alright without it. It'd be a lot better with it. But I'm just going to skip that for now. And, alright. I got to add the thyme in there. It says about 1/4 teaspoon of thyme. Alright, I got about 1/4 teaspoon of thyme in that. Now we'll put this back on the burner. I got it set kind of low right there, but we'll just kind of mix that thyme in there with that. Heat it back up a minute. The thyme smells good. I wished I had that smoked, it's called for smoked paprika. I thought I had some paprika, but by God, I can't find it. So, alrighty, now that's in there. Okay. Alrighty. Let me see how my corn is doing. Did it brown or do anything? I might turn my heat up on a little bit on that corn just to kind of turn it off for a minute. Maybe I can brown this corn a little bit. Boy, that corn smells good with that butter on it. My Lord. Lordy. Okay. I'm going to let them maybe brown or just do a little something there before I add it. Now, the next thing I'll be doing is adding chicken broth and water. I got to open up these cans of chicken broth. Shouldn't take but a minute here. plugging the can opener might help. Let me see how my is doing over here. I'm getting some nice brown stuff on the bottom of this pan that'll mix up in there really good. Okay. I'm gonna let that cook, my corn cook there a while, kind of fry up a little bit. All right. Here goes 1 can of chicken broth. I'm kind of cleaning up as I go here. All right, that's 1 can of chicken broth. 2nd can. I got one of those can openers. It's the best kind of can opener to have. It's the kind of can opener that really just opens up the top of the can like a lid. Smooth as silk. It's made by it's a Hamilton Beach, and boy, it's a nice easy can opener. All right, 2nd can of chicken broth. I'm going to use just a little over a cup of water because I don't think I had quite enough chicken broth. So a little bit more. All right, now it says to whisk this. So that's what I'll do. Let me get my corn over here going now. Let me see how my corn's done. I don't want my corn to burn, but it wouldn't hurt my feelings if it got a little brown. Oh, that smells so good, so good. Just that corn alone. Okay. Got a whisker here. So we're going to kind of whisk that around in there like it said to do. Increase heat to medium high. And then after I do this for a while, let the corn cook a little bit longer, I'll be adding the corn to this. That's what it says to do. So I guess I'll just kind of whisk that around there a little bit. I guess that flour will thicken it up a little bit is the purpose of it. And some of that onion's nice and caramelized in there. I think that'll be all right. That smells good. You can see how my corn's done. I don't want my corn to burn. I got it set pretty high too. Oh, I see a little brown areas on there. That's all right. Not too much brown. Let me turn the light on there and see what's going on. All right. I've got allergies. Plus it's pretty hot right here where I'm cooking. Dang. Uh-oh. I did something wrong already. I added I was supposed to wait to add those seasonings, so I don't think it's going to matter. It was just the time, and I didn't have the paprika. But I was supposed to do that in the next step. And the next step is when I add the potatoes and the corn. Okay. Okay, I'm going to be adding the corn to this. Turn this down a minute. Oh, is that corn burning? Nope, but it's getting nice and ooh, a few brown areas. It's all right. That'll be fine. Fine. I'll be turning that off now. I'm going to be adding this pan of corn to this. I might just kind of ladle some of that in here, spoon some of it in before I pour that in. I don't want it to splatter over everything. I'm spooning that corn in. Spoon at a time, otherwise this stuff will probably splatter all over everywhere. Corn smells so good. Yeah. Doesn't look like much right now, but okay, now I'm going to get the rest of that corn in there. A little bit of that charred butter. Oh man. Alrighty. I got the corn in there now. I get it on medium heat. Yeah, that's going to thicken up pretty good, I think. Okay. Put in my potatoes. Cut my potatoes up. Got them all ready to go in there. Said to use about I don't know, about 10 small potatoes. Maybe like them. Said to use them. What do you call them? Gold potatoes. I didn't have any. I'm using the russet. It's probably not the best thing to use in here, but I'm using russet potatoes. Maybe red potatoes would be better. But probably those gold potatoes would have been better, but I don't have them. I used up the rest of my potatoes before they rotted. Went bad. Okay. Now going to stir those potatoes in for a second on this medium heat. And then it says to reduce heat to medium-low and simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. It doesn't say whether you need a lid or not a lid on this, so I don't know. I guess I would put a lid on it. Alright, I got this all stirred up. I'm going to try to get some of that good stuff off the bottom there, the brown stuff that was in there. Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to simmer this for 15 or 20 minutes. Put that on simmer, low, medium low. Put a lid on it. And let that simmer for about 20 minutes. It said 15 to 20. I'll try 15. I don't know, I might need 20 though. Oh, wait a minute, that's wrong. I'll do 20 minutes just in case. I want them potatoes to get done. Okay, then the last step, the only thing that's left to do in this, I don't know if you can see this very well, but no, that'll pour out. Let me get the camera over here. I think you can see that pretty good. That's with all the other ingredients that we've done so far in there. And I'm just going to simmer that for about 15 to 20 minutes, let the potatoes cook. And then the only step that I'll be need to do later is just to add the half and half or heavy cream. And in my case, I'm going to try the evaporated milk. I'm going to be adding that later. And you don't really have to cook it, you just need to heat it up after you put that in there. That's the last thing to do. So there's not much to this. So I may not come back, but if I do, I might give a taste test. But if not, I'm telling you right now, it's going to be good. Anyway, so it might be a recipe you might want to try. And I'll put that link in there. And if you got any ideas that you do for corn chowder, let me know. Unusual recipe. And I guess that's it for now. Thanks for watching.